Hi guys, welcome back to Decorating Happily Ever After. I'm Jeffrey Kevin. Today we're in my garden underneath the pergola, and I've prepared us a Fall Farmhouse Tablescape. For this table setting, I'm using both new and vintage dishes, lots of black and white check and ivory pumpkins. So let's take a look around the table. For today's tablescape, I'm using a black and white check tablecloth. I picked this up at Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to pair with it these ivory sort of whitewashed wood chargers. They too came from Hobby Lobby. For the dinner plates, I have black ones that I picked up at Dollar Tree. And for the salad plate, I had this cute black and white check. I found those also at Hobby Lobby. I'm going to be using my black flatware. And for the stemware, I have black glasses. And I have a set of vintage cotton glasses. They have gold leaves with white cotton bowls. And these were a thrift store find. I have these covered soup bowls that are black pumpkins with bronze stems. I picked these up at Walmart last year. And for the dinner napkins, I'm using black with wooden carved pumpkin napkin rings. I found those napkin rings at Hobby Lobby too. Guys, don't adjust your screens. I know this is unusual for the King of Color, but today I'm doing a black and white theme, and I really love it. Although this table is farmhouse, I, being myself, had to fancy it up a bit. So, for the centerpiece, I have a classical garden urn that I've used. It's cast iron, and I normally keep it with flowers. And so today, I've put an arrangement in it. It consists of cotton, and I've got wheat, and various weeds. And at the top, I've perched a pumpkin. You guys stay tuned. I'll put a link at the end of this video for the how-to. And don't worry, if you don't need a supersized version, I'll also show you how to make one that's a bit smaller. Here at this end, I have a little stand with dessert plates, in the black and white, of course. I have a pair of lanterns that I've put on each side of the table. These to me remind me of railroad lanterns. I found these at Hobby Lobby. But now when I picked them up, they were sort of a verdigris, kind of a greenish gray color, and I planned to take these to my cabin, and that wouldn't do, so I never hesitate from painting something that's not a color I don't like, so I just painted them the black, and that way I'll take them to the cabin later on. Hobby Lobby should be giving me a kickback for today, but they're not. Here at the back corner, I have my black Mosier cake stand, and around the base I've put another little cotton wreath. And on top I have the tureen that goes with the soup bowls. I found this last year at Walmart. I think they look high-end. To me they look like they could have came from Williams-Sonoma or Macy's. I really like them. I really didn't know at the time what I was going to do with them, but I thought they were unusual. They also had them in ivory, and I should have bought those too, but oh well, the black's what caught my eye. The little cotton glasses came from a thrift store. Mother called me one day and she said, "Do you need any glasses with cotton on them?" I said, "Well, sure." I would say these are probably from the 1970s would be my guess. And guys, you know I like to have a teapot on every table, so I have this little ivory gourd. And over on the bench I have a lantern with an ivory candle and an ivory pumpkin. Here at the front I've got my Happy Fall Y'all sign and another pumpkin. I'll tell you a little secret about this pumpkin and the ones here around the centerpiece and even the one in the centerpiece. They started out their life as orange pumpkins. I used them in the yard for a number of years and they had faded, and so I just got some ivory spray paint, removed the stems, and repainted them and gave them a new life. So if you have some pumpkins fade out, don't throw them out. Here above the table I've put some ivory candles in the chandelier. And on this bench I have a vintage picnic basket. Well, it's as vintage as I am. Mother had it for as long as I can remember as a child, and she kept it on top of the refrigerator in our kitchen. She got it with green stamps. If any of you guys remember those, she would save them up at the grocery store and then buy things. And this is one of the items that she bought. Occasionally she would take it down to a church picnic or a big dinner at my grandmother's house. But what I remember about it is when my brother and I were kids, Mother would ask us, "Do you all want to take a picnic?" And we'd say, "Yeah." And she would pack us a lunch in it. We'd have sandwiches, homemade peanut butter cookies, and thermoses full of Kool-Aid. And we'd pack it on the back of our little go-kart, and we'd take off down the road. The road that I grew up on out in the country was called Locust Grove Road for the groves of locust trees. For those of you who are not familiar with them, they smell wonderful in the spring and they make a white dangly bloom, sort of like wisteria. But farmers don't like them because they grow like weeds and they're always messing up their fence rows. But we would go down the gravel road with this little basket, and we had a cleared area where my brother and I would have our little picnics. We would take out the basket with the tablecloth and spread it out, and we'd have our little picnic. But this basket, it holds memories of my happy childhood. Now we return to our regular programming. Here at the back corner, I've got a vintage white milk glass pitcher. I believe I got this at an antique shop. And I'll show you the pergola. I know I've told you guys before, but I built it myself, so I'm very proud of it. It was a lot of work. And here on either side at the front, I have some black urns that I've put pumpkins. I've just stacked a lady pumpkin. That's these flat squatty pumpkins with a round ivory pumpkin on top. These are faux pumpkins, but I love faux pumpkins. They're so handy. You just put them in a trash bag and you can keep them till the following year. And you can mix them in with real pumpkins and you're hard pressed to tell the difference. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave me a comment below and give this video a thumbs up and share it with a friend. Be sure and subscribe to my channel, Decorating Happily Ever After, and turn on the notifications bell so you never miss a video. I'm Jeffrey Kevin, wishing y'all a happy fall. Bye-bye now.